Once upon a time, there was this amazing employer, and all of its employees loved working there. They were very happy, very supportive, and very excited that they had a job at this place. Well, one unfortunate day, the employer had a glitch in the system on payday. Long story short, the company sent out an email very apologetically, very sincerely saying, "We are so sorry, but payments for all of you, your paychecks, are going to be delayed 24 hours. The response from the employees was astounding. It was quick and it was panicked because so many people live paycheck to paycheck. Their mortgages were going to come out of that payment they were expecting. Their bills were going to be overdrafted. It was a nightmare, and that is because not everyone has money sitting there in case of an emergency. But not you. If you're watching this, we're going to figure out a way so that you don't live paycheck to paycheck, and we're going to have a little buffer in case stuff like this happens. Now, this is not typical, obviously. And there are a lot of other things, though, that will come up when you least expect it. A medical bill, a vet bill, a car breakdown. So let's get you into a position where if you have a delay for some reason or something comes up, we're not going to panic. All right, let's do this. Number one is know your weekly target. Since we are real life people using our real life budgets, I'm going to pick 5 weeks to save this $1,000 goal. I don't want to be clickbaity, you guys. I don't want to be like, save $1,000 in the next 7 days. Come on. I just watched the most clickbaity video from a creator that I very much normally respect and admire, and it just turned me off. I was just like, it wasn't cool to me. It was really misleading, and it was not good. Realistically, right? Maybe some of you can save 1,000 easily in 5 weeks. Maybe some of you are going to take 10 weeks. It really depends on where you're at right now. But the point of this whole thing is to move it along. All right. So let's use $1,000 in 5 weeks as an example. 30 days feels like, that would have been more like save $1,000 in 30 days. But I'm not going to sell you something that's unrealistic. Okay. So let's just talk about 5 weeks. 5 weeks, $1,000. That's $200 a week. That's our target. Please, obviously, adjust this to the numbers that you need, but I'm going to use what I just said as an example. So step 2 is we are going to do a no spend with a twist, and we are going to go for the jugular. And what I mean by that is you're going to pick 2 to 3 things in the next 5 weeks that are your weaknesses. You go out to eat relentlessly, you stop at Ulta for makeup hauls, and you use Amazon like it's free, okay? Just say these 3 things, for example. You pick the 2 to 3 things that you are struggling the most with, and you are not spending in those areas. You're cut off for 5 weeks. Now, if that is too harsh, and you don't wanna go that hard in the paint, you could do no spend in one area. Think of all these variations. You could do no spend in one area, no spend in 2 instead of 3. You could do a no spend all around, or you could decide to cut whatever those hard areas are in half. Listen, you've got to feel it a little bit in order to make these changes. If you don't make any changes, nothing will change. If you make no changes, nothing will change. And what we're trying to do here is save your hiney when times get tough and things come up, all right? I know right now it's harder than ever to save any money, but we can do it, and we can do these things. So you're gonna pick the things that you're overspending on, and you're either gonna eliminate them completely, which I highly recommend, or cut it in half at a bare minimum. Tip 3, for the next 5 weeks, you are doing Pantry Majority. The majority of your food is going to come from the pantry, freezer, refrigerator, what you already have. You're going to use up everything you have. Everybody probably's got some ramen, some mac and cheese, some sandwich stuff. There's always something that you can use. You're gonna build the majority of your meals out of your home first, and then, of course, if you need to get more, you need to get some more. But the whole point is, think the most simplest things. Spaghetti. Think grilled cheese. Think soup and sandwich. Think the easy things in your house, breakfast for dinner. Pancakes. Scramble up some eggs. Make a little wrap. Use up potatoes. Sorry, my brain's going. Use up the potatoes. Find a million different recipes on ChatGPT that you can use up those potatoes. They're filling, there's a lot. The rice, the beans, of course, all those things. If you've got cereal, you're wrapping it up. You're using it all. You're pulling out everything that you've got. The sauce is in the back. Find something. Make something. Don't make your grocery bill higher than it needs to be in the next 5 weeks if you're trying to save money fast. Tip number 4, this is an option if you're an overspender in general. Take out the money that you plan that you can use for that week, and when it's gone, it's gone. That's it. You're done. You don't use credit cards. You don't use your debit card. Take out the cash if that's a thing for you. I'm a big debit card person. I like having everything digitally recorded, but a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people love the cash envelope system. Just take out that amount of cash, and when it's gone, when that envelope is empty, I'm reaching for an envelope somewhere, it's gone. No more, done. And that spending, whatever it is going to be smaller than usual. This isn't about making yourself miserable either, you guys. It's about discipline. I know a lot of people hate that word, but sometimes when motivation fails, discipline comes through. And you got to tell yourself, well, you feel nothing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give you tough love, but I kind of am. Ignore your feelings and follow the plan is my point. All right, let's shift into boosting the income. We're thinking about, all right, where can we cut? Where can we, adjust things? But now where can we boost the income? I feel like almost everybody has something in their house they can sell. Honestly, there's something. Do you have an old phone? Do you have any clothing that's worth anything? Do you have any appliances that are still working, but you have a duplicate that you don't need anymore? Just look around. What have you got? What can you sell? A cute little lamp you want to get rid of? Any higher price ticket items that you can just knock it out with and make $100 or $300? What have you got that you don't need anymore? That's a quick win if you can do that. The next thing, number 6, is working overtime. I can't stress this enough. There are some people that get overtime easily. And I know some people are like, but I don't want to. I know, nobody wants to. Remember how many jobs I had at one point? Do you think I wanted all those jobs? No, but I have priorities, and I was and am still eyes on the prize. So this is only 5 weeks, guys. This is a sprint. This isn't even a marathon. So can you pick up some overtime? Time and a half? If you have that option, oh my goodness. At my work, we don't have that option. You have to get it specially approved. But I would happily work a couple extra hours a week to rake in that extra cash when I'm trying to save aggressively. Oh yeah. And part of this also is, you're probably not going to just turn around and start a side hustle in 5 weeks. You might though. Think about things you can do. Can you pet sit? If you are a person that wants to get on the, delivery train with Uber Eats, DoorDash, you want to do something like that. Can you do somebody's laundry? Can you, what can you do? Can you clean their house? What can you do? What skills do you have to offer? See if there's anything that you can do to boost that income, make a little, even if it's one little gig a week, that's more money, quicker to the 1,000. Let's move into making some smart swaps if you're going to be doing this for 5 weeks. Swap out going out to eat entirely. Listen, going out to eat is a true delight sometimes. I love going out to eat, but if I'm trying to save money fast, it's off the menu. No. You're going to stay in, okay? You're going to stay in. You're going to swap out going out for pizza for making an $8 pizza in the freezer, right? For the family. You're gonna have movie night inside. Sorry, that's number 8. I'm moving into it. Free entertainment. If you are a person that is trying to save money quick, you gotta just say no. You gotta just say no, and you've gotta swap going to the movies for movie night at home with some popcorn on the couch. And there's a lot of things that you can do that I think you have to do because it's just like something that you've always done, or people invite you to things and you just feel obligated, or you just automatically like I'm sorry, I gotta scratch my face. Like you're people pleasing. Say no to the things you don't want to do. If you don't want to go to that concert and you know it's going to cost so much, you got to just say no. And again, this is a 5-week sprint. So recap of the smart swaps, especially eat at home instead of going out, and then make your entertainment free. Maybe that 5 weeks is when you're going to increase your steps and you're going to start exercising for free. You're gonna whip out a deck of cards and start playing games. You're gonna take out a puzzle. You're gonna do a puzzle together. You're gonna play board games. You're gonna just go play outside. You're gonna ride bikes. You're gonna garden. You're gonna just take up time spending zero. Still doing things you love, but just not spending any money. This is 5 weeks. You've got this. Number 9, you're gonna track every single penny while you're doing this. No, just like, I stopped at the gas station. I got a drink. If you bought it, you are logging it. Tracking your spending is, in my opinion, the key to knowing exactly if your budget is working or not, okay? If you don't have a budget yet, that's another one, of course, have a budget. But this is like, we're doing rapid quick fire to get this done so you can save up this $1,000. So if the tire blows, if you have to take your cat to the vet, if you have to go to the doctor yourself, something unexpected, you're not gonna panic because you have zero. You're gonna have at least $1,000 as a little starter fund to save yourself. Tip number 10, you are going to put it in your brain that you're gonna get that same dopamine hit that you do when you are buying things, swapping it out for when you are saving money. Watching that number, I'm not saying get addicted to saving, it's maybe the wrong word, or get obsessed. Some people don't like these words. I love both of them, right? I like getting into it. I love watching my numbers go up. That goes for my Roth IRA, that goes for my 401k, that goes for any bank account that I am saving, my checking, my savings. Wherever the numbers are going up, I'm pumped. And I like the feeling. And I think you need to, for the next 5 weeks, get excited about that feeling, get a dopamine rush from the fact that you believed in yourself, you're tired of not having money, and you're gonna make steps. You're gonna make the things we just talked about. You're gonna do all the things that make sense to you, and you're gonna do it this time, and you're not going to make an excuse. And you're not going to let another month go by where you're not working on this goal so that you don't have to be losing sleep anymore. It's a big deal. When those employees knew that they had 24 more hours they had to wait for that to get into their bank account, pure panic. And I know so many people live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want that to be you. A lot of the people that follow my channel, a lot of us are already frugal. We've already got these systems in place. But if you're new here or for whatever reason, you've kind of veered off in the other direction for a bit, I hope this video has given you the excitement about saving, again, that you need to save that money. I have so many videos talking about my budget buffer, my budget buffer. Just try to say it 3 times fast. It's just nearly impossible. The budget buffer is a month of expenses in your checking at all times. I doubt your expenses are $1,000, but it's a start. You know what I mean? It's a start. And don't get hung up on, I need a high yield savings for this $1,000. Don't worry about that. Have it in your checking. I know people get, you need a high yield savings. Yes, if you have a lot more money going in there, yes, but I'm not sweating $1,000 that's coming in and out. Don't worry about that. Don't get caught up on things like that. Get that $1,000 in there so you have it. And All these things are gonna be so helpful, but I know the K Squad has many more ideas. So leave them in the comments. How else can we save as fast as possible so that we are all having that little cushion, that little buffer, that little help when we need it the most? Please leave those ideas down in the comments. We love to read through them. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be consistent. And we can do this. And I have literally hundreds of videos. Click through my playlist, type in Kaden in the topic you're interested in. I have tons more content to inspire you on this journey. We're all in this together, and you are not alone. You think you're the first person trying to save money? You're not. And we're here to help. I'm cheering you on. You are capable. You are resourceful. Let me know in the comments what your current financial goal is so I can cheer you on. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. It helps get it out to others that are also looking to save money, talk about frugal living, budgeting, the whole nine, and hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you never miss a video. Hey, if you like this one, I'm gonna leave another video for you here to watch next. Bye guys, see you next week.